Hey, good morning, everybody. It's another wonderful day in Northern Illinois, and I'm so glad you're here at my house. Thanks for joining me in, one of my favorite spaces of all time, which is where I live. I live in the woods, and so I get to really reconnect with life on a regular basis. Like I'm barefoot now, so I can have my feet connected to the earth and get those magnetic resonances into my body and get me in a relaxed state. And it's an overcast day, but that's perfectly fine. Hey, Kathy Ann, good to see you. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Rita Hickman. I'm a body mind expert and I'm a shiatsu massage therapist. And my calling in life, hey Sue, nice to see you. I've missed you. My calling in life is to help women understand how their bodies work. Hey Patty, how their minds work. And Michelle's here too. I have all my old friends. This is so wonderful. So I help women understand, and Kathy's here, how our body minds work and how to avoid a lot of the problems and issues and stresses that are out there. So, I'll start with a little story about me this morning. So, my husband's been traveling. He is overseas in Japan. And so, what I've done is I've, gone a little bit off the wagon while he's been gone. When you get a little bit of a break, you're like, woohoo, let's go. So, I've been eating all sorts of things which aren't good for me. I've been extremely lazy. I've enjoyed my time. Hey, Martin, good to see you. I've totally enjoyed my time. And one of the side effects of that is I went back into one of my old patterns. I used to wake up in the morning, and every morning when I woke up, I was in a terrible mood, and I didn't understand why. I had no idea why, but I was angry and hurt and frustrated and rawr, most every morning. And while Steve's been gone, and I've been eating all of this, crap, I'm getting problems with heartburn. And it's wonderful because when I first started dealing with this anger in the morning, sort of things, I didn't know where it was coming from. But as time has gone by, then now I've made choices and it's flaring up again. But now I've got the tools. I've got these wonderful tools to help me, whether it be water or acupressure or getting up in movement, because I've made the connection between, oh, I'm not in a good mood because I'm inflamed. I have different parts of my body inflamed. And if I help get the inflammation down, then I will be in a better mood. I will start my day better. I'll go back to my older pattern, let's say, my healthier pattern, instead of the one where, I cause my body to flare up and be unhappy. So what does this have to do with being a successful friend? So a successful friend is somebody who has information and wisdom and support and knowledge that everybody in their lives start getting better when they start getting around you. And this is one of the biggest benefits of why we really need to work hard on healing ourselves, on understanding what caused our problems in the past, what's causing them in the future. It's not because for your own benefit. Although that's really helpful, to do it to feel better and get into a better space. But you know what? The real benefit is that you are able to walk into people's lives and you have got your act together. You know what makes you uncomfortable. You understand the reasons why. You know how to get onto a better path. You know how to communicate what you need. Hey, Carla. You're able to be supportive and not reactionary. You're able to, help people get insights for their thoughts and their ideas. Really, for the most part, everywhere I go, I'm working because my role or my job in the world is to be a successful friend, to be somebody who is in another person's lives. And just by being in their life gets better. Either because they learn something about how they work, like how to, natural ways to deal with heartburn, or the real causes of them being angry. Is it really that there's a mental, emotional thing going on, or is it really a physical issue that can be dealt with, and resolved to put you into a better space? A good friend is someone who gets their needs met in a graceful way. Not in a pushy, controlling, manipulative way, but somebody who's able to ask for what they need and help other people get what they need. This is a successful friend, not somebody who enables, but instead somebody who helps lift people up so their life actually gets better. When people get into my life, there's a lot that they don't know about how their body-mind works, about inflammation, about your nervous system, about body memories. Hey, Dina, about what causes headaches, about trauma and emotion chemicals and why we react and triggers and how to resolve that. And I bring that wisdom and that love and that support into people's lives. That's what makes a successful friend. Not somebody who makes sure that they send cards, for every holiday. Although, that can be a wonderful way to show friendship. Hey, Annette. And my mom does that for every holiday. And so I'll get a card in the mail. And it's fabulous. That's how she shows her love. They say work is love made visible. It's love made manifest. And so to be a friend is actually work. It's where we work on ourselves and we help whoever our friend is, whoever's in our lives, work on themselves, even if it's just through osmosis, even if it's just through people being around us and seeing how we live and how we deal with our problems in a natural way, how we engage with life in a positive way, even if that imprints on people or molds people over time, kind of in the subtle, subconscious sort of way, we are making people's lives better. And if that is your goal in life, to be a successful friend, to be someone who, when people get into your life, their life improves, their health issues start to get better, their mental state starts to get better, they manage their emotions better, they have more self-control, you can count yourself as a success. For a lot of my life, when I would only have a handful of clients or a handful of people in my life, I focused on the fact that I was a good friend. And because I was a good friend, I really felt like I had value and meaning in life. When you can help somebody else evolve into the person that they're meant to be, whether it's a casual friend and the relationship is more back and forth, or whether it's a spouse, that you're in it for the long haul. When I met my husband, I said to myself, you know what? He is going to be a great husband when he's like 60. And so I dedicated myself to the long haul, knowing that my actions and my ideas would shape the relationship until it became what I wanted. And I do the same thing with my friendships. I do the same thing with acquaintances and people that I work with. My job, my goal in life is to help someone evolve just a little bit more, help someone become a greater version of themselves. And it doesn't mean that I swoop in. I can still be an amazing friend and get my own needs met. It's that I work so hard on keeping myself in a clear space that I can raise everybody around me up. And really, in our brain, we've got these different levels. We've got the more reptilian and primal, which is more fight or flight. We've got the middle section, which is more habits and automatic pilot. And then we've got this higher section for empathy and compassion and connection and wisdom. And most of us hang around in that middle section, habit and pattern and just what we do and the way that we do it. And we don't get into that higher version of ourselves where we really can feel the resonances coming off of other people and kind of guide them in a different direction. So the more time you spend in that higher version of yourself and learning how you work, the bigger a benefit you are in your life. Even if you don't make any money, even if you're only doing it for one person, let's say your child or your spouse or an acquaintance at work, even if there's only one person that you're helping them become a greater version of themselves, you have made and given a valuable service to the world. Most people look at service as just volunteering time or donating, and that's really important because we've got those basic needs that need to be met. But on the other hand, also being of service to people is nurturing ourselves, understanding how we work, and being a successful friend. Somebody who they want to be in your life because they know just by being there, you are going to help them heal and move forward. That gives you some of the greatest value that you can have. I met a woman probably about 10 years ago, and her goal in life was to walk into a room and people would heal. Now, I used to think that was the height of arrogance, the height of, self-absorption. Oh, you can walk into a room and people heal. People heal themselves. And, and I had this whole line of snobbishness that I had until I realized, hey, Carol, that's actually how we work. We heal because of an engagement and connection that we have with the world in a really positive way. That's how we get out of our own head. That's how we evolve to another level. Not because we stay in our mindset and we're determined about this is what we believe and that's it. That's that middle section. That's not our higher version. When we synergize and engage and collaborate with people, whether it's one person or it's a group of people, like in a mastermind, that is the highest version of ourselves, and that will automatically start raising everybody else up too, okay? So here's your job for today. Your job is to be a successful friend, whether it's be a successful friend to you so that you get some of your needs met, whether it's be a successful friend to someone else that's around you. I want you to be aware of the state of mind that you're in, the place that you're in. I want you to be mindful of it and raise it up that extra notch. And just by raising it up, not to that false sense of, oh, I'm going to help people heal. Oh, you're going to be okay. Everything's perfect. You know what I mean. That's still that middle level. That's still kind of the identity wanting to talk. But when you look at someone, you look at who they are, you look past their beliefs and their behaviors, and you see the core of who they are, and you help them raise up, even if it's just for a touch, have a more meaningful conversation or a deeper connection or a hand on somebody's arm or oh, here we are, I'm back again. So when you do that, you are a successful friend and you're making a big difference in the world because that helps raise everybody to that higher version of themselves. Okay? So homework today, make sure you like, love, comment on other people's stuff, share, be a part of the group, raise the vibration, and also talk to somebody today. Connect with somebody on a meaningful level from that higher friend level, the one that's healthy and balanced and has so much wisdom to share that it needs to get out there. Okay? That's your goal for today, your homework for today. And until then, stay dry, and I will see you on the flip side. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh!